Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and in this video we are doing something a little new. We are doing a short story about Chief Science Drone 49. This is the part 1 of this short story, and there will be a couple of more parts to come out, but I wanted to do short stories based around characters in the Hive to just kind of expand on a little bit of the lore, what their day-to-day lives are, and the adventures that they go on. As in the Hive, there are billions, if not trillions, of drones, warriors, and all different castes, so I just kind of wanted to touch upon what they do. So I hope you enjoy this story, and if you do, leave your comments down below. But without further ado, let's get started on the first part. I'm excited, guys. Looking up at the sun in Fungera's sky, I would breathe in a deep breath of air, taking in the beauty of our homeworld in one last time before the great journey of our lives begins. I would be lying to you if I said I was not stressed. My crew and I would be the first heat bugs to ever leave our solar system. The job sounded easy enough. Locate other worlds and stars to set up mining outposts, or better yet, a new colony. A new home in the vastness of space. Boarding the FTSS, or as everyone calls it, Mother's Faith, the first of its kind, the state-of-the-art science ship, equipped with faster-than-light travel, I would not be alone. Along with me, at my side, is my crew. As the hours of preparing were over, and we all entered the ship, leaving Fungera's humid air behind for a cold, breezeless chamber, we all settle in for the journey of our lives. As the chief science drone, and in command of this vessel, I would make sure everything was ready, and when the countdown reached 0 and we were launching, our ship would thrust us faster and faster, till our new home broke through Fungera's moldy atmosphere into the chilling void of space. We would look at what we left behind. Our beautiful home of Fungera slowly grew smaller and smaller. But we all knew it was time to go. We as a species have overcome all challenges and must leave our single world and forge a mighty empire among the stars. The last thing I could remember was the Queen Mother herself giving me her blessing. I myself was able to kneel before the Queen Mother, an honor not everyone has a chance of being a part of. But now, as we break away from our solar system, we enter the truly emptiness void of space. But the good news is, we are together, and in this ship, it has spacious quarters and designed to look like the interior of a hive, so it feels like home, and one we all are living in together. As the shock over the fact we are now on our own slowly sinks in, I journey to the common crew area. Taking a seat, I choose to sit next to Science Drone 12, an old friend of mine. Me and him would clamp a cup in our hands filled with bioluminescent fungus tea. We both drink this soothing refreshment. We don't really talk much or communicate with one another through the hive mind. We simply just like to stay by one another for a little peace and quiet. Some say it's weird we don't talk very often. We do just enjoy one another's company, and the few talks that we do have with one another we really enjoy. And for me, it's just nice to lower my guard around someone and that I have a deeper trust with. We do chat about our ideas, however, about if alien animals from sci-fi stories are really out there, and what we may find. We also talk about if an alien virus is going to turn us all into Queen Mothers like one of the horror movies back home told of. We talk and laugh, a truly good feeling in my eyes. But as we drink, we can't help but look around the large, spacious common crew chamber, with its bronze and brown coloring made from hive matter. And we can't help but watch the others in our crew go about with what they're doing. Science Drone 15 would be playing a card game with Science Drone 23, while Science Drone 32 would tinker with his equipment as he always does. Pilot Drone 11 would even be sitting alone, most likely talking with friends through the Hive mind, as we still have that connection with Fungera and the rest of our species. And the rest would be probably resting, deciding to sleep for now. Well, all except our second pilot, Pilot Drone 15, who is currently piloting the ship right now to our next destination. It would take a few days, and in truth, we would not even be going to the closest star to Fungera. Rather, we would literally skip past 6 whole star systems. The thing is that this star system we are set to arrive at has great military importance. We knew this was not just for science. This was for more than that. It was to defend our species as a whole from whatever may try to attack us. And a military site at this specific system would greatly help us form a border to defend ourselves. And in time, we did reach our target, the single star system of Trivilla. 5 planets orbited this star, with many moons and 3 large asteroid belts. We would travel eagerly to each and every planet, moon, and rock in the system. Scanning each world, we discovered nothing but dead soil, barren rock, toxic atmospheres, and endless magma wastelands. Each rock in this system would be empty of life, and most annoying, would be empty of any real resources. Yet in time, we would set down a small beacon, letting a building fleet be able to find this system, and build a space station to claim this system as a part of the Hive. And so it was. We left back into the emptiness of space after completing our job. Now, we are truly out to discover what's out in the universe. We would search dead solar system after dead solar system, all devoid of even basic life, with no discovery of any kind. We would hear word that the second science ship would discover great things, but not us. Nothing of worth, all just dead rock with no good quality resources. But as I woke from the sleeping chamber, I looked out the ship's window to see nothing but a beautiful artwork of stars and space gas. I try my best to stretch without hitting anyone else, but I fail. I fail at this, and by mistake, I slap my friend, Science Drone 12, right in the face. He opens his eyes with a glare and simply stares. I flash to him with my yellow lights, "I'm sorry," and he simply responds with a grunt, and then follows me out of the sleeping chambers, his only words being, "I'm awake now, so I might as well eat." We close the door behind us and allow the others to sleep. Making it to the food chamber of the ship, I can smell the awakening scent of something cooking. Entering in the large room, I see Cook Drone 9 laying out fresh food at the table. I grab a plate and flash my lights to say hello to him. Looking at the choices, I grab some sweet crimson fungus bread, a cup of black mold soup, and I can't resist a serving of mushed grubs with honey. Taking my warm clay plate to a table, I once more sit with my friend, who is also enjoying his food. But across this table would be Warrior 29. I would try and start a conversation with him, however, he would politely decline, preferring to sit in silence, alone. I think to myself how I feel bad for him. He has a severed hive mind disorder. Also, he suffers from antisocial disorder. I feel sorry that he can't hear what goes on in the hive mind, and even more so, how he always wishes to be alone. My friend and I finish our food and leave the chamber, letting the warrior be on his own, as, in truth, we guess that's just what he prefers. But we'll make an attempt to say hello again later. The day would pass fast, as when we made it to the next solar system, I must say I was surprised, but in truth, I was not excited, as that dream of discovery has fallen to the side, as everything we've seen so far has been useless gas clouds and barren rock. The feeling of discovery, I feel, was overtaken by the other science ship, who has claimed to fame to all the glory. Even though glory isn't something I'm really looking for, it's just upsetting for me that we have found nothing of use. So when I stared at the charts of the system, I was slowly fading away from boredom. But I continued, as it was my duty. When we entered the Sosta star system, we discovered it had 13 planets. We traveled to Sosta 13, a small gas giant with beautiful purple and pink gas streaks across its skies. We studied its moons to find nothing but empty rock and lifeless ice. We traveled to other worlds in the system to only find toxic gas giants and, guess what? Barren, rocky worlds. By the time we reached Sosta 3, I had fallen asleep back in the sleeping chambers. At the time, only to be awoken up, roughly, by my friend, Science Drone 12. He would be in a daze, almost crazed. He woke me up and made me rush to the front of the ship to see what's in front of us. And to my surprise, to my awe, we would have found it. A planet with life, right in front of us. And not just that, but a planet of endless, clean, blue oceans, vast land masses of green, what we believe to be plant life. We would right away send out a report to the Hive, so this great news could be shared. And then I would order us to land on the largest landmass on the world, and in no time at all, we would touch down on Sosta 3. Suiting up in our spacesuits, as we weren't quite sure what the atmosphere was like, we would be ready to take part in this truly grand adventure. And as the doors slowly open, letting the single sun's light creep through into our ship, for the first time in a while, I could truly say I could not help but smile.